What's up everyone? My name is Kelsey Davis and I'm here with Media Village, and we're here to present to you our first video for the latest column, #AskGenZ. Now, before we get into things, let me give you a little bit of background on who I am. I'm the founder and CEO of Collective, which is a creative agency that builds and grows and empowers our own exclusive group of creatives to create content for brands that's targeting this Gen Z consumer market. And while at that time, I'm still a full-time student here at Syracuse University studying television, radio, and film, as well as innovation, design, and startups. Over the past few years while in undergrad, I had the really privileged opportunity to produce content all the way from being a freelance videographer working for Grammy-nominated artists to then producing branded content for some of the largest agencies and brands such as Condé Nast Entertainment, Land Rover, and even Coca-Cola. Generation Z, my generation, is the first major group of people to never have a world without digital access to immediate information at all times. Therefore, we not only have the audacity to believe that we can achieve our highest dreams, but we're also given access to the tools and the resources that we need to actually achieve those things, to be empowered in ways that a lot of our parents never could have been able to do. So today, if you are a brand marketer or just an individual who's trying to look for new approaches on how to target Gen Z consumers, you're in the right place. And I'm gonna give you 3 key tips and tricks and advice to get you to your goal. Let's get into it. Now first, let's talk about the model. Now, traditional agency models are getting outdated because brand marketers have a lack of proximity to Gen Z consumers, who are not only the largest growing group of content creators, but also content consumers in the world. The corporate structure of larger agency models oftentimes prevents and prohibits them from being able to measure and iterate their content over time to match the speed in which the actual consumer market iterates itself. As a result, they've had a really hard time scaling their creative production process while at the same time keeping an authentic brand voice amongst their consumer, which ultimately means that they may miss out on what's going to be the most profitable generation that this country and this world has ever seen. The solution to ensuring sustainability over time is to design a new data-driven structure around the model of your organization that's as fluid and as versatile as the mindset, the trends, and the behaviors of the Gen Z consumers that you're ultimately marketing towards. Just because you've seen success in the past when it comes to the model around your approach, it does not mean that you will see continued success in the future once we consumers start learning the fluff behind your approach. Next, the mission. Bargaining power is starting to shift dramatically from the hands of the agencies to the hands of the consumer. By the year of 2021, the content marketing industry will be worth over $400 billion. And of that market, 48% of the content that's going to be consumed is primarily by Generation Z consumers. You see, the mission cannot solely be focused on what the goals are for the brands and the marketers without first having an in-depth consideration about how Generation Z consumers can be empowered to become participants in accomplishing your mission. See, we consumers will literally solve your brand's problems and create initiatives to lead and execute for you if you just make us feel like we're a part of it. If the reframing of key activities in your company's mission is actually achieved successfully, you'll realize that you'll actually create an automatic feedback loop of user engagement that will actually exponentially scale over time. Finally, the mindset. Now, let's be real. The actual demand for original content is drastically going up over time, but agencies' full ability and capacity to deliver that content is dramatically declining as time increases. The last but most important shift that has to take place when it comes to how we approach and market towards Gen Z consumers is the shifting of the mind of how we actually perceive Generation Z itself. The most influential and powerful generation that this world has ever seen is currently being untapped by some of the world's most leading brand marketers. And if a lot of these CEOs and CMOs don't start thinking like their kids, then this power dynamic is going to turn upside down a lot quicker than people think. The key to keeping up to selling to this generation is to never stop learning. Whether learning the market itself or the different information that you're actually intending to sell to them, never stop learning. Because if so, your pride may actually be the thing that's messing up your bottom line. That is all that I have for you guys today. Be on the lookout for more video and editorial content on MediaVillage.com. Join the conversation also, #AskGenZ on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. You can connect with me at Directed by Kels, and just make sure to use the hashtag, and then also feel free to engage at MediaVillage.com and let us know what you think and what you want to know when it comes to targeting Gen Z. And remember, it takes a village. That's all, folks.